So today we will build a resume using HTML CSS. As in the comments, I received one comment that built project using the HTML, CSS, and JS. So today we will build a resume using HTML and CSS. JS for JS, we I have already created a playlist. You can check that. Okay, so we will build a what one resume. So I have one this file resume.html. Okay, so here I have already searched one resume in Google and decided this we will build, not the exact but a simple thing. Okay, just it will relate with this, so that we want some reference, right? So just blindly we cannot build anything, so we'll build this thing. So first I'll take one HTML, this boilerplate, and I'll write resume. Okay, now we will decide how we have to pay. So this is my screen, right? So in that screen we have two different parts you can see. Okay, so here you can see this is one white part and this is a different color. Okay, any color. This we have two different parts. So before coding, what you should know is you should know section, you should know div, okay, and padding, margin, and all. So if you want a detailed video on that, anyway I will be explaining in this little bit, but if you want one more detailed video, please comment in this on this video, that I'll create one more. Okay, so for this what we need, one div in that two divs. Okay, so that I will make this. So normally what happens, let's say I'll write here div 1, and if I write div div 2. Okay, and if I execute this, yeah, so here you can see what div 1 and div 2, it will come one and second. So we want like this. So we want one parent and in that two child. Okay, you can consider parent and two child, so that I will apply some property to this parent to make this child side by side. So you'll get div1 and div2 here side by side. Okay, and then in this div one we have to add this left side, that image, contact, career objectives, language skills, interest, and all. And on the right div, I mean that the second div, we have to add this name, education, professional experience, volunteer, and etc. Okay, this you understood? Fine. Now in that we'll see later. First we will do this thing. So we need one div. So we will need one div. In that we want these two divs. Okay, so I'll add these two divs. Instead of this I'll write like this. Okay, so even if I see again, it will be the same, but we have to apply the property, right? So in CSS we can have, like, we can add internal CSS, inline CSS, and external also. But this is the resume, it will be a single page. Okay, just in a same web page. Okay, so we will use a internal CSS method, you can say. Okay, so we will give a class to this. Let's say I'll give a class as container. So here for container, let's say I'll give a background color initially, some different color, and you can check this is our container. So here you can see this, there's some space, right? So for that what we have to do is margin is 0 and padding also 0. Here it is, let me check. Yeah, here you can see that gone, right? So we have to initially give the margin and padding as 0 0, so no issue. Now what I want is there's a property that is display flex. So display flex, you can see div1 and div2. So for CSS, if you want to see, like, There's one app called CSS Playground. I will share that link in description also. It is on the Google Play only store, Google Store. Sorry, Play Store, not Google Play. Okay, so there you can see which like you have transition, you have flex this flex direction and all. So it is a visualizing thing that it will visualize what happens after selecting this property. So after flex, so we'll get a flex box 1 2. Okay, so you got div 1 and div 2. Okay, now this we want in the center, right? Here you can see this we want in the center. Now we got div 1 here, div 2 here. Now I want it in the center. So instead, okay, okay, we'll use center. How we will do? Justify content center. Okay, now I'll zoom out. You can see now we got this our center. So why justify content center? If you see justify content is on the, so we have two different properties. One is justify content, one is align item. So align items will be in the vertical axis and justify contents will be in the horizontal. You can say this will be our y and this will be x. Our Okay, so if I say justify content center, it came horizontally center. If I say align item center, it will come vertically center. But in this case, as we see, the background is this much. So the height of that container is that much only. So I will make the height. Okay, so here I'll make the height is 100 VH. So vertical height, VH is the vertical height. So I want 100%. Basically, you can say, yeah. So here you can see 100. Now, I want from left and from right some percent, like I want only this much, right? So I'll make use of margin. Let's say 2020. Let's use some margin left. We can use a margin left as 20%. Let me check how it is coming. We want some more. So I'll write margin right also. Then only we'll get to know. Margin right 20%. Okay. Yeah. Now we can write 30%. Mm, we'll check. Yeah. Now fine, right? 30%. This is okay. Uh, this is fine. Now, in D1 and D2 also, I want this much, like this and this, right? So, let me check. I'll write a class as box if we use same. We can use the same class, okay? Here, only the ID will be unique. So for box, if I see, um, um, dot box width is equal to 30%. Let me check if it works. Yeah. And for, oh wait, this will be box 1 and this will be box 2, because if box 1 is 30%, I want box 2 will be 70%. Okay, so it is like this. No, I want 40 and 60. Let's use 40 and 60. We'll give different color. Let's say I will remove this color and I'll give this as body background black. Now I will give this to white here. For box 1 I want background color to be white. Yeah. And for box 2 we'll use the same. Let's check if we can detect the color code. So if we go here and if I click on any color, let me check. Yeah, and if I clicked on this and if I click on this, I'll get that color. Where it is? Okay, so it is like this. What happened? Yeah, I want this. If I use this and here I'll say box 2 as background color, this. Okay. Yeah. So I'll refresh this. I might be changed. Yeah. So I got. So this is just little small, but let's say we are using like this. Okay. So we got our D1 and D2. So here you can see in D1 and D2 are touching, and here we don't want that. So what we will use? So to make this, we use the margin, and for inside we'll use padding. So this is the difference. You can see. Let's say you have a box, and the outside the box, whatever space you want to add, like uh, outside the box, that you can say margin, and inside you can say padding. So this is just a basic example. Okay. So I'll add padding. So let's say padding is 30 pixel. Let me check. Fine, fine, I'm fine. Okay, so we will use padding for this box 2 also, 30 pixel. Nice, fine. Now, or we can use a 20 also. Later we can change. Now let's find the image. Okay, now we will just instead of this d1 and d2, we have to now add content to it. As I said, this is a box 1 and box 2. In the box 1 we will add this thing, and in the box 2 we'll add this thing. Now before that I will tell this: contact, career objective, language, skill, interest. Here you can see these headings. We can use some common, let's say, we will use H3 or H2. And for this, let's first add the image. Okay, for image, let's say profile image. This is good. Yeah, this is good. Save image as, we will say, in the desktop. I don't want, but right now I will add. Okay, and then I'll take this to my this folder. Okay, so here from desktop, profile, control X, and here I'll add. Yeah. Okay, now we will add this into box 1. Where is our box? Yeah, here we want to add this image. Okay, so let's we can use another div for it. Okay, div dot image, let's say. And image img. Source is what? In the same folder, so resume.html. Alternate will write profile image. Of course the size will be big. Okay, why not coming? It is not coming. We have the same image. Oh, what I what I written profile dot profile. Yeah, yeah. Okay, we want little. Okay, so I can mention here the width and size also. So if I write width as, let's say, PREM, let's check, too small. 50 instead. Can I write 50%? Let me check. 70. Oh, maybe the width it is coming in this way. I don't want that. I don't want that. So I'll make use of height, let's say. Now I'll try with the pixel. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, now it is okay. But I want it in center. So now I want it in center. So I can write the same thing for this also. That image display flex and justify content center. Now let's check. Yeah, now it is in center. Now the next is contact. Okay, so this is our first div. Now div dot contact. What is there? First is one this. So let's see contact. Okay, we can change what we can change this font family also. Okay, you can change anything. So we are using H3. Consider. Okay, so here everywhere we'll be using H3. Now we need a number, Gmail, and location. So here these icons are you can use a font or some. Okay, font or some icons. Yeah, here you can see, let's say, call or phone, location. Mm, what is it? Yeah. So if you see this, everything is pro. Where is the free icon? Only this. Okay. So you can use this and you have to use one link, okay, that you have to mention and then you can directly use this. Okay, so here you can use directly like this, but you have to first add its link, its CDN you can say. While using the JavaScript Bootstrap also, we add some link, right? So similarly for this also, we have to add the CSS link. So let's check if we get icons CDN. Let's check. Same, I'm getting. I don't want this. Somewhere else if I get, yeah, in W3, yes. Here you can see I got some link. I can add this here in my after this title, and let's say we'll use some icon. So here if a car is there. Let's try and check if it works. If this link work. Yeah, this links work. So you can use this link and here these icons are there, so you can find that and use. Okay, we can now also we can do this. Let's see. Let's do font awesome. Call. Yeah, this phone. If I use this same phone, let's check if it works. Not sure if it will work. Yeah. Okay, so like this you can use FFA phone, and let's say I'll use the same number plus one, two, one, two, anything. Mm, is it going downward? Yeah. Mm-mm. Let's say I'll use this inside this only. 2120606 2120606 060. Similarly, okay, this will I'll write here. Let's say I'll change to mail. What comes? What will be location? Let's check. Let's check here. Mm-mm. Is there anything uh, free or not? Envelope. I guess envelope. Envelope. I'll check. Is the spelling correct? Yeah. Envelope. And now for location. Let's use location dot if see if it works. Okay, it's not working. So for location you found out, or you can just mail add a mail and check. Okay, or I'll use a map location pin. Okay, you can try this and add your this icon. Now name at the rate email.com and location. Okay, so here you can see everything is like so close. So what we can do is for this contact and for this P, you can write a CSS as padding or margin. So let's say H3, I'll give a class as secondary. Secondary, so wherever I'll use this secondary class, secondary, okay. I can say padding is let's say 10 pixel, too much, right? Let's check. Fine, fine. And this P for P, we can write padding 5 pixel. Now, okay. So now we got this. Okay. Now, now the next is div dot. What is there? Career objective. So I'll write objective as a class. Now we will use the same thing and just we will change the uh, this career objective, and we have what? We have a P. Um, I have used some lorem option. Yeah. Okay, now language. This thing, this you can do with the help of one div and some length and its background and its, you can say, border radius you can give and do this. Okay, but right now if I see, okay, the video length will be so much. Okay, if I do that, div dot language. Okay, it's the same. As we are using the same, we don't need to add every time the padding for this. So secondary languages. Okay, yeah. Now, we don't have anything here, right? So English, French, Italian. I can make use of P, or let's do it, but the video length will be okay. So let's use a div, and here I'll write one div in that P. Let's say English, and we don't even need this div then. Only if it is, if P is there. Now div dot, let's say, range. Okay, so we have this English and range. I'll give a background color to range. Okay, as it has nothing in it, so it is giving. Let's say I'll write height as 2 pixel. Yeah. So here you can see we are getting one thing. Okay. So I want it to the on the right side of English. So here you can see English is here, and I want, so I'll make this as class. Let's say parent range, parent range, and I'll write the display flex. Where it gone? Wait. Okay. Where it went? Let me check. This is in the box one. This is a language. Where is this parent? Parent range. This is English. Where is this? I can't see. Yeah, wait, I'll add some other color. Why can't I see it? Okay, I'll add some 20 pixel. Maybe I'll write something in that. Let's check. Okay, it is here. So why it was, okay? So it was hiding, is it? Oh, I got. So if I want a original color, so yeah, I don't want a height. I don't want height to be 20 pixel. Let's say I'll use a 10. That is fine, right? Now we will just remove some lowering option. We want short, okay. We want short this our resume as we already have so many things to add it as it is in this. Okay. So English, then French, Italian. So we will just copy this English, French, Italian. Okay. Now width if I write 50%, let's check what happens. And I'll write width for this. Why we are writing inline? Because we are using the same class, right? Everywhere above also. So 75. Yeah, now it is okay. We can write some border radius also. We can add some border radius, okay? Border radius, let's say 2 pixel. Mm, 5 pixel. Yeah, now you can see. Now we got. Hmm? Now skills. Now our skills. So div dot skill. Okay, so we'll use the same h3, and here you can see what the mm, list items. Okay, that means a list. So we use it is unordered list. So ul something I'll write. Teamwork, creativity, open mindedness. Teamwork and creativity. I will write this. Teamwork and creativity. That's it. That is it. Okay. Now we have interest. So you can add this. I'll give to you. You can add some images or something here. Instead of this, you can write directly like sketching. Maybe spelling is wrong, but okay, no issue. Sketching, football, swimming. Okay, okay, we haven't wrote the its heading. Okay, so as we use the 100 VH, so that is why it is coming like this. So let's do something. You can increase the height also by not mentioning. If we are using the 100 VH, then of course instead we'll just remove this. You can use in pixel, okay? Now fine, we can just remove this space also from above. We can write yeah, now it is okay, right? So we got the skills and interest, you can write. Hmm? Now I'll write one more: interest, sketching, and painting. Yeah, it looks good. No, and I don't want these dots. Then let's see, is where is this dot wala thing? Yeah. Mm, style, list, style none. Yeah, got removed. No, why this is like this? Because we have already mentioned some padding. Because of this, it is like this. Okay. Now the left side is done, almost done. Okay, you can make changes here. The data is more, but the height, you can see the length. So we have added less data. Now on the right side, we want the name. So this is our div box 1. Now box 2. Let's use one h1 and Nancy. Okay, we'll write Nancy Mishra. Okay, nice. You can change the font anyway. Okay, internship slash student job. So I'll use this font. So I'll use the H3. H3. Um, H3 class secondary internship slash student job. Okay, so let's see. Okay. Mhm. Okay. So now this education. So for this we will write one more class, let's say primary, and we'll set some background and thing. Okay. So I'll use one div for this, one div for this, one div for this. Everything is anyway same. Div. Um div dot what it was, education, right? Education. Div dot education, and in that one. So I'll use H3 only with class primary education. Okay, so here you see the education. Now here we'll write dot primary. Same padding, we'll use some 10 pixel, and background color we'll use the white. Okay, nice, we want the same, right? Just the thing is, after this we wanted some more space, but that is fine for now. You can add it anyway. Now we want this, right? So here hospitality and tourism dot ps and this thing. So what we can do is, for this we will use the same. Can we use the same? No, we'll use the h4 or h5. Okay, so here I'll use some h4 and write what, hospitality and tourism. Okay, hospitality and tourism, and I'll add a class as a secondary. Yeah, yeah. California. Okay, so for what for P also we have wrote something, right? For P, the 5 excel study we'll use the 10 only, or I'll use the class here. I'll mention the class as secondary. Mm. Now, okay, this here I'll write some year 2022 to 2024. Let's say anything. Okay, you can use this kind of color and you will use some list item. Okay, then you will li something one as it is dummy. You can customize it. Okay, by something two, something three. Okay. I don't want this to be here. I'll add the class here also as secondary, and I don't want that dot. What's happened? Okay, so they are giving this div dot. You can see div dot secondary this piece. Okay, and here we have this thing, and this is our place. So here what you can see this color difference, right? So the outer color you can see is the padding. Okay, so I'll write some. Let's check. Hmm. Now you can see the little difference. If I write class for this also, no need to write. We will of course change. Yeah. Okay. So I don't want this many secondaries because the padding every time it's not just from the left. Okay. Li padding left. Oh, I got it. And you will give some more. Yeah. Now, okay. And one more we'll add. So we'll add this in one div. And one more div we'll add. Only you can change the name high school diploma and all. Okay. So similarly we want professional experience and you can copy the same thing because everything is same, only the data is different. So here you can see this education only if I copy, and here I write what it was, professional experience. Yeah, done. Only volunteer, let's say we'll remove this because our height, we have used that much height, right? And I will use this as a volunteer. I don't want this. Yeah, done, right? So this is a simple, like not a simple, we are using HCSS of course. So we try to use this, as of course it will not be the same because the font family and the, like everything is little different and the numbers, okay. So here we built a resume, so you can try this. For this is for the practice, okay. HTML, whoever is beginner in HTML and CSS, like I started this in my first year, so you can start also. If you are not even in first year, like just starting, no, now this is a, like you'll be completing one semester, so you can watch this video, full video, and try to do it by yourself. And slowly you can build by yourself also, okay. So this is for the practice for HTML and CSS, and the next video will maybe upload portfolio and all, so stay updated. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you feel this video is helpful to you, please like this video, subscribe my channel, stay updated.